The FBI is investigating all of these protesters that are protesting over the ICE raids. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Breaking news out of Los Angeles, where the FBI says it is investigating clashes between law enforcement and demonstrators. These clashes began Friday when crowds gathered around federal law enforcement officers carrying out immigration raids in that area. And today, right now, we're seeing police using tear gas and flashbangs to clear the crowds. California Assemblymember Jose Luis Salache, who witnessed what was unfolding there, is joining us now on the phone. Assemblyman, thank you so much for being here with us. I know you represent the area, Paramount, where we've been seeing some of this happen. Explain to us, describe to us what you saw today.
Correct. I've been here since 9 a.m. when we first saw the agents drive up to my community. I was actually on the freeway with one of the vans from Border Patrol, and then I did a U-turn type of situation. I followed them, and they were here in my community. There were 7 agents waiting to open their fence. Throughout the morning, there's about 60 different vehicles that have driven in there. 25 of them plus are Border Patrol logo vehicles, and then about 30 plus vehicles were unmarked vehicles, SUVs. And right now, I'm here in with my community. There's about 60 Border Patrol agents. They're there with guns. They're there, they're having a staging process. Of course, communities out here strong, opposing these raids in our community in Los Angeles. I represent this district, and our community is strongly here opposing this.
And we're looking at live video while you're talking. I see a lot of smoke. There were some small fires, it looked like, in the distance from where we're looking at on this video. We can see people who appear to be gathered together, and we're seeing some sort of agents as well. We had a spokesperson from DHS saying that that these protesters were in a sense violent, that's what they're trying to push back against. Has that been your experience?
There's definitely a variety of demonstrators. I have to be objective here, and there's some people that are, of course, are angry, they're passionate about why the agents are here. And you have a variety of folks that obviously are here peacefully, and there are people who are a little more aggressive, and that's just being objective. But of course, community is upset of why they're even here in our community.
Right.
And I represent a very high immigrant, high undocumented community in my district, which we're proud of the work that we all contribute to this country. These are not criminals. These are people that are hardworking people that are contributing. And, of course, that's what people are angry about. You're going to come and take you're doing raids and looking for people that are at their workplace, at contributing to this country, and they're not criminals. So that's what.
Why do people say somebody is not a criminal when they're literally being arrested for criminal activity? Most of the people that is criminal, or most of the people that are being arrested, have a criminal background. They have committed crimes inside of the United States of America. And obviously that is in addition to the fact that they came over here illegally. Why do everybody keep bypassing that? Why don't anybody acknowledge that? How come nobody is having that conversation and saying, you know what? I walked over here illegally. I wouldn't be able to do that anywhere else in the world. I'd be shot if I walked over into somebody else's country illegally. They literally patrol with guns, but y'all just trying to get us up out of here. And it's costing y'all additional monies. And we not supposed to be here, but we walked over here illegally. Some of us overstayed our visas. Some of us don't even speak English. And we've been over here for a long time. These people ain't innocent. You know what they do? A lot of them are getting paid under the table. I'm so tired of these liberals and these people that are pacifiers of other communities that's not contributing into the American culture. They don't even learn the language. You can't even go to certain places. Go down there to Miami and go over to some of the places in Los Angeles and try to speak regular English. No hablo English. They working under the table. They skirting the taxes. And then the money that they get, you know what a lot of them do? They send it back home. They don't even circulate it in the community. They send it back home to take care of family and have them living a better lifestyle back where they're from. And then they walk over here with their flags. They waving a Mexican flag in the face of Americans. These people aren't persecuted. They criminals. And you know what the worst part about this is? I hate it. I can't stand it. It aggravates me to my bone. I see y'all talking this nonsense, especially to you apologists. Shout out to all of the, now that's a real sellout black person. These are real sellout black people that stand with illegal migrants because they keep on trying to compare it to slavery. Now, I don't believe, and I absolutely believe that we need to stop running in the Victim Olympics. At some point, we got to take ownership and responsibility because nobody is enslaving you today. I get it. Your ancestors, all of this other stuff. Absolutely. But stop. Stop comparing illegal migrants walking over here willingly to steal money, and they are out here performing criminal activities. Stop comparing illegal migrants to black people that went through slavery. I'm so sick of y'all still on TikTok and on the internet saying, it's just, no, it's not. No, it's not. Birthright citizenship was never for you. It was for people whose ancestors was brought here against their will so that they then have citizenship or their children have citizenship inside of the United States of America and they weren't treated illegally. It was not for people that crossed over the border illegally and stealing taxpayer dollars. And then they got the nerve to be getting free health care over there in California, getting paid for by American citizens. Get the hell out of here. What did y'all think, that this was going to be sustainable for a long time? California, leave it up to liberals. California is the blueprint for what they want America to look like. And let me tell you something else why the Democrats is finessing. Census. It's all about census numbers. It's all about census numbers too. Well, Anton, how does that matter? Because when you do a census and based off of the population, whether it's documented, undocumented, when they can document the population and say, these are how many people in California, or these are how many people in Chicago, or these are how many people over here and over there, then they get more federal funding and they get more seats. They get more representation, even though they're not from here and they're not they get greater representation and more sway in our legislative branches when they can then document and say, hey, this is the population over here. That's why Chicago, one of the reasons why Chicago was so dedicated to trying to make sure that they get all of those people in Chicago. Man, look, it's the only way that Democrats can even remotely survive in a political landscape where people have woken up. It's the only way where they can survive in a political landscape where people have woken up. If you look at the map of this past election, it was red all across the board. The only places that were blue were liberal hellholes. The only places that were blue were liberal hellholes. You said people hating on me. I don't care. I'm not. You got it confused. There's look, I could fill a small theater with the amount of people that's watching right now. I didn't force nobody to come. People came on their own will. You know why? Because I'm the best show, the best morning show on the face of the earth. The best independent content creator on the face of the earth, bar none. Oh, we just getting started. We only at the tip of the iceberg. We in discovery phase. I'm not worried about ICE agents coming into my house and getting my people up out of there and getting me up out of there. You know why? Because I'm chilling. I'm comfortable. We cool. We chilling. We safe. We can walk outside. We ain't got to worry about a bunch of people coming and rolling up in vans. We don't have to worry about none of that. Safety, cool. Police officers, dope. They enforce the law over here. I try to just walk, boy, try to do something like you ain't supposed to do. They gonna, hey man, listen, what you got going on? Pull that car over. We got a no tolerance. This is no tolerance. I don't care who you are and what you got going. That's the police to tell you. They'll tell you that right there. We don't have no tolerance for people that's doing stuff they ain't supposed to do. That's what the native is. Now, over in Los Angeles, y'all can get away with that. Over in Los Angeles, you can get away with that. You can do whatever you want to do. The police ain't gonna arrest you, and it ain't even the police fault. They short police officers. You can get away with it, and they do it because they're instructed to, and they understand that once they arrest you, it's not like they're gonna keep you down and that the judge ain't gonna hold you down anyway. You can do what you want to do. Here, we not playing that nonsense. Play the game if you want to. Play it, mess around and get caught up if you want to.
People are upset about, including myself.
And it's 2:02 there, Los Angeles time, in where you are. How long do you expect this to go on? Does it appear that this is going to continue?
Oh, another person you inherited. Listen. I'm gonna be very, very clear. 407. I shouldn't even address this. I wish I did. I really do wish I did. My mom wishes, because I'm wondering why my mother didn't get it, and instead I got it, or none of my three brothers got it, but instead I got it. I wish I could say if we was offline, I would use words that I can't use online to address you. I'm waiting. Whenever the insurance company contact my mom and let me know, because apparently they skipped her and they contacted me and they gave me some money that I'm not familiar with. Y'all, you know what the real issue is? You know what the real issue is? Y'all so mad that y'all can't be held accountable, or that I can't be held accountable. Let me tell you what the real issue is, and I'm gonna get back to this LA thing. Let me really address people. For the entire time as I continue to grow, because make no mistake about it, I'm one of the hottest motherfuckers on the internet right now. People using my name for clickbait. They don't got no motion. People's platforms is dying, and I'm just running up a fucking bag, and I am the king of this YouTube shit right now. Nobody is messing with me. Nobody in my sphere is messing with me. I am the king. I run things. I am the controller of what's happening. But see, it remind me, especially you grown men, especially the grown men that's bitches. Shout out to my grown bitches. I love you hoes. You my hoes. Let me tell you why they so bothered, right? Why they make up rumors and stuff like this. Because if they could prove it, they absolutely would. If they could prove it, they absolutely would. Let me tell you the real. Let me address these little girls right now. It reminds me of women, right? When I hold women accountable, you know what bothers them the most? Is that they can't apply the same things that they've done to the predecessors of my past to me. So they can't use the same excuses and say, well, you not married, or you have children out of wedlock, or you this, or you that. And so you'll see stuff like that in the chat, right? You'll see stuff like that in the chat. And it's not even relevant to anything that we talking about with regard to the subject. But these are grown men in their feminine energy. And so because I'm the Teflon Ton, and because they can't go into anything because I show all receipts, and I'm the personification of the thing that I'm telling other people to be, all they can say is I feel some type of way about you. So then what they do is they make up rumors. And it's the same thing with the women was doing it, and now it's the men. Because I say that you need to get it out the mud, and that I was broke, and that I was raised in Detroit on Norfolk and Chippewa on Greenlawn, and that we had to catch the bus, and that I had to buy my own first car, and I had a father in my life, but the only thing that he really gave me, which was all I ever needed, was great advice on how it is that I need to be a man, and he let me suffer through it in order to get to it, but he gave me the foundation of what it takes in order to be successful, meaning that there are no excuses. Go and get that shit out the mud. Make sure you stay down for 10 years before you start to do anything, and make sure you capitalize off of the fact that people watching you. Because both views, they matter the same. It don't differentiate between a dislike and a like. It all happens the same. So now, because we got these grown men in diapers and Depends that feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? Because they lean on rumors in order to lean, instead of leaning on what's real, they do the same thing that the women do. I would say that the men are more feminine than the women. Of course, Lennox, my arrogance is to the max. But see, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. The difference between arrogance and confidence is that I actually back it up, that I actually show the receipts, that I am exactly who it is that I say that I am. And it's nothing that you can do to stop me. And that's the worst part about it. You don't even realize in less than a year, I'll have over 2 million subscribers across all platforms. The Anton Daniels channel, mark my word today, June 9th, 2025, June next year, the Anton Daniels channel will be well over 1 million subscribers. I guarantee it. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm still going to go on the I Choose You 2 tour, and I'm still going to fuck your chick. With all that being said, I'm still going to choose her back. Yo girl is mine. So I'm going to give you something to really be upset about. I'm going to start, listen, the content that's going to be about me and the next 3 months is I don't like that dude. Because my chick got home at 4 in the morning and she was discombobulated because she couldn't stand correctly because she found a horse. It's her first horse. Horsing around. Damn near broke the insides of her. Ain't nothing working the way that it worked, that it was supposed to work after I'm going to get done with her. Because I'm going to choose her too. I promise you that. Now, let's get back to the show.
I made my own calls to, of course, the governor's office, to folks that we need to de-escalate this. They need to send these people home so that our community can go home and stop.
That's our chick, Royal Heart.
You
can have her when I'm done with her.
Because people are upset. I don't know how long it's going to be here. I came here since 9 a.m. myself with community, and they've been standing their stage there. And we've seen throughout the morning different vehicles.
Aaron, you don't think your mom know what I'm talking about?
Mama, and so we have a feeling that they're doing raids throughout the LA, Los Angeles area.
And we have word now that the FBI is investigating what's going on. Have you seen any FBI agents or anyone like that where you are?
Not as of now. Again, I've seen Border Patrol vests and uniforms that they're wearing, the agents. With guy on the
Nina. You said you gave up on Anton behaving as a Christian should. I'm not your pastor. I don't even like your pastor. I'm not here to preach to you as a pastor. I'm here to give you the truth. I'm going on tour. What does a Christian behave like? Is there a blueprint to it?
To get close to them. Anytime that vehicles leave the facility or the parking lot, they throw they're gassing people so they can move away from the area, and so these vehicles leave the premises.
And
but I have not seen anyone from the FBI here yet.
Yeah. How often would you say you're hearing these flashbangs or seeing this tear gas deployed?
It's been throughout the morning, to be honest with you. I actually was close to them, just monitoring the situation. I was affected myself earlier because they were shooting toward the area where I was standing. Of course, I ran through that, and it was the first time I ever got gas in my eyes, and of course, the coughing. So it's my first time experiencing it. It's not a good feeling.
And have you seen anyone be detained or arrested?
We did see about 4 people that were arrested that were demonstrators. They were on this side of the fence demonstrating. Again, I can't justify why they were being detained, but obviously they were demonstrating against the agents being here physically in our community.
Yeah. And again, just to underscore what you were saying, it sounds like, based on your description, that the demonstrators that are gathering range in peaceful demonstrators to some who are being more aggressive, who are physically pushing back.
they've been upset. I think that they get closer to the agents, of course, right? So of course the agents are doing their part to show their part, right? But people are demonstrating, and there's a lot of peaceful demonstration. But there are people that obviously are just upset, and they're showing their anger through that. I have encouraged people through my social media to please be peaceful as they're demonstrating. Do not use violence. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to add to the narrative. We want to make sure that people are demonstrating. We live in a democratic process where people can express their feelings and how they're feeling, but of course do it in a peaceful manner.
Yeah. And just again, to underscore, as we're talking to you, we're looking at live video. And look, there's a lot of law enforcement there. Just the posture that we're seeing from law enforcement in your neighborhood. This is a big response, it seems.
Yes, we definitely don't have any local authorities because we don't engage with supporting any of ISIS, strategies that they do. So we don't have any local or state agencies collaborating with them. They're working on their own at their own merit at this point.
All right,
Federal agents.
Yeah, Assemblyman Salachi, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and thank you for reporting this. And we have to make sure we keep community safe.
Protests boiling over for a second day in the streets of Los Angeles amid the Trump administration's immigration crackdown.
This is so dumb. It's so dumb. And I think that the masks that we used during the COVID administration, it was the precursor to how it is that people can protect themselves and protect their identity, which a lot of these people are paid protesters. It was a way for these people to protect themselves and act like and observe like they shouldn't be prosecuted for some of the crimes that they're perpetuating. It's so stupid. I hope that they identify every single person that committed a violent act and that these people are held accountable to the highest extent and to the highest regulations of the law. I think that they should be prosecuted and thrown in jail. 100%. You like that rant, ABJ's wife? You know I'm liable to do it. I don't like it. I don't like it for the people that is in Los Angeles and is actually real taxpayers. For the people that have businesses over in those communities. We never care. We never, ever care about the people that is of the community, that is the fabric, that is the glue, the taxpayers, the property taxpayers, all of those people. We don't acknowledge those people. Nobody cares about them. They care more about illegal migrants over into this country than they do about the people that actually do the things that is good for the community.